Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a shorter video for you where I wanted to talk about sniping in Black Ops Cold War. I do want to point out that the gameplay I got was at an early capture session courtesy of Activision, and you should use creator code Drifter, which technically makes this a sponsored video. I think I'm going to just keep promoting that until the end of time, or until you all rebel and come to my house and mow my lawn. But today's video is going to be a little shorter because I just wanted to expand on my comments about sniping. The gameplay you're going to get to see is VIP on the snowy map. I don't snipe, or maybe not very much in this, but I do get to spectate some much better snipers that'll give you a much better idea of what sniping's really going to be like. I did snipe during the alpha and some testing. I'm just not very talented. My sniper gameplay is very slow and very boring, so it's not something I'm particularly proud to show off, so we have regular gameplay here. Anyway, sniper rifles always seem to one-shot kill to the head at any range. None of the sniper rifles that we had any access to would not one-shot kill in the head. Headshots put people to bed, that's the way it should be. However, they do have damage fall off, so they might not one-shot kill to the body at long ranges. Depending on how far away the enemy is, you really might have to hit them twice in the chest to kill them. Leg and arm hits, also not very likely to get any of those juicy one-shot kills. None of this should be too surprising to you because Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops 4 had very similar sniper mechanics. As far as looks goes, the sniper rifles look a lot like Black Ops 1 and COD 4 snipers because they're being pulled from weapons of those eras, and even the part of COD 4 like Gillies in the Mist took place in the 80s. The animations on them are kinda simple, honestly. They remind me a lot of like Black Ops 1 animations or like old school shooter animations. They're like really kind of simple, like floaty feeling kind of snipers. However, much like those older games, they can quickscope very fast when kitted properly. There are quite a few fast aim-down sights attachments that you can put on sniper rifles and make them very, very snappy. Most of them had downsides that I preferred to avoid, like hurting my sprint out time or increasing my sight wobble, and I didn't do that because I'm terrible at quickscoping anyway. However, I watched some other people like Marksman and some of the people who just snipe for a living do it, and yeah, quickscoping's gonna be the real thing. It's at about Modern Warfare 1, maybe MW2 speeds, so when you play the game, you're probably going to run into quickscopers. Outside of that, snipers currently allow for any optical attachment, including red dot sights. You could run around with red dot sight sniper rifles. I think that's a bug here in the alpha. I don't think that's supposed to be in the final build, so that's probably going to get removed later. You're probably just going to have like regular like zoom optics and thermal and ACOG and maybe an iron sight or something. I don't think they're going to let us have red dot sight snipers because that makes them way too strong. There are a couple of different suppressors you can equip. Each one does different things to your muzzle velocity, range, and if you do or don't show up on the radars. Kind of like a little mix and match there, kind of like Modern Warfare 2019. However, the one thing that the suppressors have in common is that most of them do tend to nuke your range and damage. So I immediately, thinking Warzone, that I was going to go and get a sniper rifle and put the big suppressor on it and stay hidden and stuff. It murdered my weapon. It made it so bad. It made it get so many hit markers. Don't do that. You should really read those tooltips and be very particular about anything you do with your sniper range or damage modifiers. So there are a few other attachments. There's some couple of barrels that can increase or decrease your range, change your aim down sights time, or interestingly, vehicle damage with the cavalry barrels. For sniper rifles, it says 600% damage to vehicles, that's 6 times damage. So if you shoot a vehicle and it's supposed to deal 100 damage, it'll deal 600. It's supposed to lay down the law. However, in my experience, it just isn't worth using at all. I guess you could pop snowmobiles with it, and just thinking about it, I guess I could have tried to shoot down some of the spy planes, but against the bigger vehicles, the tanks, the boats, the kill streaks, it did pretty much nothing at all, and that's what I really wanted it for. I wanted it like those rounds from Battlefield 1 that you could put in and pop tanks with and do some damage to them and soften them up. Doesn't really seem to work that way with the cavalry barrels. Even with 600% damage, it doesn't seem to be very helpful, so I don't recommend that on snipers when you do get your hands on it. And at the end of the video, I just want to offer an opinion, and my opinion is that sniping does overall feel very good and very solid. It feels old school, no doubt. You're definitely going to get some but I think the old school feels mostly come down to the old school animations and weapons. I'm just nostalgic for older games. And I did feel that I could be lethal with sniper rifles when I wanted to be. Usually I would kill a sniper, pick it up, and pop a few people and put it away. it's going to be an important part of the game, and I think that it's going to be like the Treyarch style get a pick sniper rifles, and because of the quickscoping, I think you're going to get to see a lot of nutty content from the quickscoping community in the future. Guys, that's all for this short video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.